What's up, guys? I hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. Now, if you saw today's title, I'm sure you want to know how XRP can make you a millionaire. How many XRP do you need to make that happen? And more importantly, I'm pretty sure you want to know how Ripple is planning to change the future. It is frustrating to know that the opportunity was so close, but you missed it. You hear this a lot. If you would have invested just $3,000 into XRP back in 2017, and sell it at its peak level in 2018, then you could have made $1 million. The same examples are with Bitcoin and many other coins, but you shouldn't think like that. Don't concentrate on what was missed, but think about new opportunities. But before we get into all the juicy details of today's video, let's roll that intro. As always, welcome back to MoneySide, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP fam. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. In today's video, we will talk about how many XRPs you need today to become a millionaire tomorrow, how XRP can skyrocket and become the most used currency on the planet, and what is the most believable evolution scenario for XRP. XRP just might be the missing piece of your investment portfolio. Firstly, you need to understand that XRP isn't your average cryptocurrency. Instead, it offers something entirely different from every other type of digital currency. Unlike Bitcoin or Litecoin, Ripple is an entirely new kind of payment protocol intended to streamline international and cross-border payments around the world. And while Ripple XRP presents a solid investment opportunity, you must know what Ripple is, what it does, and any potential red flags to look out for as a speculator. After all, no investment is perfect. If you've been wondering if XRP is really a suitable investment for you, then don't go anywhere, as this coming section is for you. To start with, XRP is one of the most affordable cryptocurrencies in the market. In fact, XRP is currently trading at 0.9286 cents per coin. In other words, it's cheap compared to its previous high level in 2018. You can pick up a serious amount of Ripple for less than a few $100s. In fact, with 500 XRP, you can quickly become the next millionaire in just a few years. Ripple hit an all-time high of above $3.10 in 2018, but some market analysts believe it will push beyond the $1,000 barrier within the next 10 years. Other predictions are far more optimistic. So given its low price and increasingly mainstream appeal, snapping up some Ripple is a relatively low-risk option with the potential for a significant return on investment. What's more, Ripple and XRP solve lots of problems for the world and creates opportunities. Ripple is currently solving issues for large financial institutions. It also speeds up the flow of capital, which is excellent for the economy. But Ripple could work for small business owners too. If it becomes widely adopted, the Ripple platform will provide millions of sole traders and entrepreneurs with access to the global economy. XRP also comes with such an impressive market cap. With a market cap of approximately $60 billion, Ripple is the world's fourth biggest cryptocurrency. A large market cap is vital for investor confidence and makes the asset more resistant to volatile market cycles or dips. And must we say, Ripple XRP isn't your regular cryptocurrency. Ripple is a full-fledged company with over 500 full-time employees, including public relations and marketing specialists who promote the technology to banks, investors, new users, and the public. On top of that, as we have seen over the last couple of months, Ripple has some of the best partnerships and investors. Ripple has perhaps the best backing by financial institutions out of the entire cryptocurrency market. XRP is liked even more than Bitcoin. Their first major banking partner to use the Ripple payment protocol was German bank Fidor in May 2014, according to Pete Rizzo of CoinDesk. As mentioned earlier, some of their biggest partners include American Express, Santander, and MoneyGram. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Besides that, Ripple has been making a significant move into CBDCs. CBDCs are central bank digital currencies, and in March 2021, Ripple announced that they are piloting the creation of private ledgers based on the public XRP ledger. Well, this is something we have definitely talked about a lot on this channel. Ripple claims that XRP can handle tens of thousands of transactions per second and has the potential to reach hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. It is pretty likely that in the future there will be more private endeavors like this. it is also quite possible that many future banks and financial institutions could use a private version of the XRP ledger. And now it's time to address the elephant in the room. For months on end, Ripple has been struggling with the SEC lawsuit. However, things seem to be brightening up. In fact, as we can see from this tweet by XRP Productions, there have been speculations that the SEC could drop the lawsuit. Can anyone confirm the rumor I just started that the SEC is about to drop the Ripple lawsuit and XRP is about to have regulatory clarity and shoot to the moon? And are we all going to be rich and happy and then have a big party with Brad Garlinghouse and Elon Musk on a yacht? Ripple is currently recovering from this lawsuit, all thanks to its incredible team of lawyers. In December 2020, the SEC sued Ripple for illegally selling $1.3 billion worth of XRP tokens, claiming that they were actually securities, not cryptocurrency. The XRP lawsuit resulted in Ripple's price crashing to new lows, right at the moment most other cryptos were surging. For example, Bitcoin reaching $60,000. However, it started to become apparent that the SEC's case is weak, and there is growing optimism that Ripple can win the case. This has put the price of XRP on an upward trajectory, which it seems to still be riding. This tweet, which was shared by Aaron Day Atlas, talks about the SEC being corrupt from the word jump. And if that's the case, why would we expect this regulatory body to be any different right now? It's been using illegal approaches towards its case against Ripple, and it's as if this regulatory body will continue to find other means to get to Ripple. Thankfully, Ripple is a massive company that can't be taken down lightly, or at least without a fight. That's because central banks around the world believe in this crypto and are already working to arrange a partnership with this crypto company. Over the past few years, Ripple has been working on forging strong bonds with influential companies in the field of both crypto and fiat. That is why, as hard as the SEC might try, they will never take down this company. More importantly, as the company is right now, it is beyond the SEC's jurisdiction. But don't get me wrong, if found guilty, there will obviously be subtle but impactful effects on the reputation of the company as well as the price of XRP. Undoubtedly, this coin's price will drop significantly, causing serious dents in most cryptocurrency traders. But that will not be the end of this coin, no sirree. The fact that RippleNet is already accepted in several countries, this coin will bounce back up from the ashes like nothing ever happened. And that's how XRP will end up taking over the whole cryptocurrency world and ruling as the one true coin. In the event that this crypto company wins, there's no way it's going down, no matter what. The cryptocurrency will keep soaring to the top, overtaking the infamous Bitcoin and Ethereum. That will potentially change the whole fabric of the crypto community, and everyone will rush for this golden goose. However, by then, it would be too late since this coin will be high up. So it's best to invest right now while the coin's price is still within a specific range that you can easily invest in it with the extra coin in your pocket. This tweet actually highlights all the use cases of XRP, and the list goes on and on. XRP can work as the perfect medium of exchange, global liquidity, B2B payment system, security settlements, instant cross-border payment option, store of value, and so much more. This coin is the perfect crypto to bridge the gap between cryptos and fiat and ideally bring the two worlds together. If it was not for the SEC, this coin could have been on its way to the top, but it's never too late, and this coin still has a lot of fight in it. Now guys, it's time to take a look at the charts. As you are all aware, we are still in a downtrend. We have the potential to gain a lot here, despite of Elliott Wave's pattern forming. We should all be aware that it can also go down even as low as 60 cents. Don't be sad, the bulls will come. There are too many banks using it, what will only lead to XRP repeating 2017 to 2018. The time is our only enemy here, alongside the SEC. There are only two paths that XRP can take from here. As we stand now, it appears that XRP is right inside the fractal that it is following. It also appears that XRP is respecting the Fibonacci trend lines that we created. Idea linked below. But it can no longer do both. The two scenarios are as follows. 1. XRP will break the trend line and head lower, following the fractal. The first zone of major support will be at 86 cents. We will look to make a V-shaped low at around 78 to 82 cents before we can climb higher with a majority of sideways trading in the 86 cents to 91 cent range. 2. XRP does not break the trend line, but instead skips along, creeping higher. This means we are not in this exact spot in the fractal pattern that we appear to be. We have seen that. While the moves are the same, the timing has not been. I believe scenario 2 will play out to be correct, but it remains to be seen. Again, wish we had something more definitive by now, but it appears that the answer is coming in the next 2 to 3 days. There is no in between. It must do one or the other. We will reassess accordingly if necessary as this situation unfolds. The 48 to 72 hour timeline is an estimate. The decision may come sooner, but as always, we remind you to trade safely, my friends. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. Don't forget to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below. Turn on notifications. That way you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.